Okay, continuing in our tarot series, Tarot, Your Consciousness in Your Life. This is the first randomly picked card from the deck that I've chosen, and this is how it's going to be for the rest of the series until the complete tarot is completed. And the card I picked next was the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands may seem like a rather uninteresting looking card. We have 8 wands, batons, staffs, or clubs, however you want to take them, flying through a blue sky and a landscape in the distance. Arrows. In the Jungian sense, they represent the masculine, very often the libido. Now, the meaning of the card. Well, let's look at the imagery a bit more closer, okay? You will notice that if these are representing arrows or spears or javelins that have been thrown, they have already passed the zenith of the trajectory and are on the way down, suggesting that they're already finding their destination. So the message has been sent, and this is what this card represents. Communicate, communication, messages, transmission. The message has been sent, and its final descent towards the target is now currently taking place. There was no interruption in the trajectory. You cannot change the course. The course is set. When the card appears on the left-hand side of the Tarot Psyche deck, this represents the messages and communication that's not being properly received. For instance, you're not expressing yourself as well as you should be. On the other side, on the right side of the deck, it would represent the communication where the message has been received loud and clear. You have communicated well, and you have conveyed the message or the communique which you wanted to convey. Now, not necessarily writing or anything like this. This can relate to pushing an idea forward. It could relate to sexual signals. So, for instance, if possibly in a masculine sense, a guy who is, giving a woman the hint, and if she's receiving it or if she isn't, will be depending on what side of the deck this card falls upon, what side of the spread, this card falls upon. If it's someone trying to talk to someone without making their point clear or wishing to make their point clear, this is a very vital card in that sense. It's all about arrows in flight, communication in process. But the message has been sent, and how it will be received depends on its overall placement in the spread. Remember, people always say to me, what card am I today? You cannot go by just one card. You have to have a spread, a minimum of 3 cards. My system does 7. But cards relate to each other, and the cards around all depend and align and are symbiotic with the other cards in the spread. So if this was to fall at the top of the spread, the significator, it would suggest that there's communication happening. In terms of the waking up process, well, this would be if you're making your point well. So suppose this fell on the left negative side, and you told somebody, or say you told somebody about an issue or some news that wasn't quite true in the media, you haven't made your point well. If it's on the right side, you've definitely delivered the message that you have the best of your ability. Whether the person receives it or not is not important. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 arrows, or wands, staffs, clubs, or batons, flying through the air, representing the 8 of Wands, communication, making your point, and whether it has been received or not is dependent upon how well you made it, and the open-mindedness, shall we say, of the receiver. But remember, because of the trajectory of the arrows have passed its zenith and are now facing downwards, the message has already been delivered, and there's nothing you can do about it.